Welcome, brothers and sisters. Yes, I'm live, and nobody's here. That's all right. I'm sure a couple stragglers will come on. I'll probably see C90 and Z, maybe even Metal. Hope you guys are great. Hope your gals are great, my brothers and sisters. It's freezing out here. I meant to look at crypto before I came on here. Last I saw of it, about before my run, it was like 103K. So that's not good. That's not good. I know many of you are saying, why didn't I sell? Well, that's what I'm saying on many of these things. A couple reasons. One, well, I didn't feel like, selling in October, November, December and paying fucking taxes when there's other things I don't feel like doing the tax write-off on. I've already sold enough crypto this year. I just didn't feel like incurring more capital gains to bring me to the next level. And it just wasn't going to happen. And it's a stupid mentality, actually, sometimes, but it's where I'm at. So now, at this point, you just have to wait. My recommendation, if you're in profits and you don't have maybe as much capital as I do after all these years, you should sell. That's my personal opinion. But if you're in the money, you should sell. I mean, what's going to happen is if Bitcoin ducks below 100K, we could liquidate. I don't know the longs there. I don't give a fuck. I'm not trading. But if we start killing it under 100K, and it's not guaranteed that we're going there. My personal view is we are going to dip under 100K, and I'm barely looking. I'm not looking at charts yet or anything. It's just, I'm going by sentiment. If we get in the 90s, it's going to get ugly. If we start liquidating hardcore and duck down to 96, 95, 50% on many of these altcoins, and they're just never going to come back. You could see a $6 Avalanche. You could see a dollar Injective. You could see a 10-cent Cardano, a dollar XRP. These are all could maybe happens, right? I don't have a fucking crystal ball. If I did, I would have sold a long time ago. But it's ugly, and it has been a bear market, as I've told you. As I've said, look at my videos for 2 years. I've never strayed. I've never changed course for alts. Now, there were times where I'm like, this is on fire. We were killing it right around Trump when he got elected. But other than that, it's been nothing. Why? There's nobody here. We scared off retail at that point when we crashed. Never to come back. They're scared, and it'll take a ton right now. And there's too many projects, and there's just, crypto's done in the sense of most people's minds. It's institutions are buying Bitcoin, and here everyone, all these fucking idiot crypto streamers telling you every day about how ETFs are going to save the world. Well, first of all, they haven't been released, 99% of them, and they're not going to. ZE, I just said, I expect to see you any minute. You can't hear me? Hold on. Oh, you can't hear me. Okay, but my volume is working? Is my volume working? That's all I care about. I was about to say, well, welcome, ZE. I was just mentioning you and C90, and he's got a new job, so he's busy. But if it falls, I'll just TP on everything. Yeah, it's just ugly. If it fails. Yeah, but you can hear me, right? I mean, it's more of your surroundings, not so much my volume. So I want to discuss something about tariffs. We have, and I just made a short video about this, but I wasn't going to wait. I needed to go live because it's freezing out here, and so I don't have much time. I got to work out. Hold you close to my ear. Okay, gotcha, Z. So, and it's funny how you and I have been dealing with this for over 2 years, right? It's like crazy. Been discussing, oh, it's gonna maybe come back. It's not. And here's the thing with tariffs. You know, we have a big ruling coming out. If Trump's tariffs are legal, and will they stand? Here are the two scenarios. There's many scenarios built within these. This is very important to hear that no one's talking about. But I've seemed to be right on the money about the market all along. Same with ZE, actually. Okay, so one option. They come out and they say the tariffs are not legal. They can't stand. Okay, a couple options there. Do we give the money back? Do we have to give the money back? Number two, that creates instability in one way, right? You would think, okay, Trump can't throw on these tariffs, so we're going to have stability and uncertainty is gone. No. Then what happens with the trade deals? Do they say, oh, screw the United States, Trump has no power, we're going back to business as usual? That will create craziness in all markets. Next, because Trump and his administration has other options for tariffs. They went with the nuclear. They have other options to do tariffs. They just chose the radical route first. So that'll create instability, uncertainty, instability, I should say. Why is that? Because they got to figure out different ways to do this. You know, this will be a huge blow to his administration because he believes that tariffs are saving the world, causing other countries to be peaceful with each other, ended 8 wars or 108 wars, whatever he will tell you. Good morning, Mira Garcia, Dania Garcia. Welcome. Ask me anything you need. So that's the one option, and he'll have to go through routes of figuring out what are we doing? How are we going to handle the tariff situation when the Supreme Court goes again? And it'll just be back and forth, and it'll cause a lot of ugliness. Second option is they say they stand, and you would think, okay, business as usual. The tariffs that he put in place, he has every legal right to. What does that mean? I will tell you this. That will mean that Trump will be throwing tariffs to any country that pisses him off for any reason. Like I said, Canada, on my short video this morning, Canada, they had a video out about Ronald Reagan being against tariffs. What did Trump do? It offended his little, orange vagina. And he threw on tariffs and said, we're done negotiating. Or he doesn't like a political rival in another country. Not a rival to him, but a rival to maybe Trump's beliefs. Or he doesn't like the way someone looks at him. I'm going to throw 100% tariff on them. I'm going to throw a 20% tariff on toilet paper, whatever. On cooking oil like he did. No one should be using cooking oil, but we all do. So that will create instability. How? Because he can throw tariffs whenever he wants. And we know if Trump even sneezes tariffs, the stupid idiots in crypto sell off and capitulate like there's no tomorrow. Hi, Philip. So anyway, we go down 50%. Yes, exactly. Hi, Jeffrey. So that is it with the tariffs. So I think all news will be bad news for the crypto market. And right now, like I said, if we drop below 100K, which I can't look at the market right now, my hands are too freezing. Last I saw was 103,000. It's really likely that we want to dip below 100K because that's just where the market's going. And if we hit longs there and we capitulate down to 96, remember this, once we go below 100K, and even now, ETFs are selling off. BlackRock, all these ETFs are selling off. You could have an unloading of billions and billions and billions of dollars that have come in over the last year or so. That'll bring you down to 80,000. Your alts, Cardano, will be at 5 cents. XRP will be at 30 cents. They will go down, some of them 30 to a couple 100%. Now you say, how do you get to a couple 100%? Well, if something's at $10 and it gets to 30 cents, that's not 100%. TP and money on the side seems the way to go. Thanks, Trumpster. Yeah, it's crazy. I have so much dry powder on the side. It's ridiculous. My portfolio is currently down over $4 million. And, you know, I haven't looked today. I'm not looking anymore. It's pathetic. And I'm actually still up money, but my portfolio is down that much. And that is just painful. My goal was 15 million for this run, 15 to 20, and not going to happen. I don't know nothing about any of this. Okay, how can I help you? What do you need to know? Jeffrey, what questions can I answer? Are you here for crypto? If you're here for crypto, you should not be buying any crypto right now. Alts are in a bear market, have been, and it's just not a good time to be buying at all. It's a good time to be selling if you're in profits. Me personally, I'm not selling just because my capital gains are ridiculous already this year. But I'm going to reassess. You know, I'm killing myself for not selling XRP. But I believe that we would maybe get a couple rallies here and there. I mean, the Trump administration, in regards to crypto, has done everything that they can do except for scamming us in regards to releasing these coins. And I mean, if you heard Trump's interview on 60 Minutes, it was hysterical. Number one, I mean, sad. The guy is just a lunatic. But I mean, first of all, he says we want to be the crypto capital of the world and be the number one. I love it. That should be pumping crypto. But then he's talking about CZ and his kids. You know, he doesn't know who CZ is. He just pardoned him because he heard good things about him. And well, the truth is, he knows who he is. He knows who he is. He has donated. He has bought a ton of his project, the World Liberty Fi. And I warn people, do not buy that. Glad I did. I hope people listen to me. He's talking about how his sons are into it. Well, is that not nepotism in the presidency? Is that not a conflict of interest? So here on one hand, Trump's administration has done amazing things for crypto, but he is such a scammer, fraud, and he's doing some amazing things in the government. I just speak it. I don't care if it's Biden, Harris, Bush, Obama. I'm going to speak the truth. He's done amazing things with the border and all that. He's heavy-handed. But there's no way he should have been having his sons involved like that. It's very hypocritical. If you look at Hunter Biden, who's a crackhead, they go after him, but no one on the right goes after Trump and his hypocrisy. I'll leave it at that. It's enough politics. My point is, what he said on 60 Minutes should have made crypto go up. And if that can't do it, and if everything in the administration can't do it, and the stock market at record highs can't do it, what's going to do it? There's no liquidity here. I'll TP and just leave half of the cash I make for when or if things ever get back. Not like I won't be buying at least 50% discount. Yes, you will be buying a discount, but my concern is I have people on here on some of my videos saying I'm going to wait for now, but you know, my time horizon is 2030. That is a lifetime in crypto in regards to altcoins, because many of these will go to fractions of a penny and they'll never return to a penny. They will just go off into never land and they'll never come back. So you got to take profits while you can in a market like this, and then if you're in the profits, you sell now and you can buy it lower if you truly believe in it. But 2030, crypto will be a completely different landscape. And you know, remember, if the Democrats win, if Trump, you know, next election for presidency, all of the stuff they've done in crypto will be wiped out. All of it. it'll be like burning everything and starting over. What's the best thing to invest in right now? Well, you should be diversified. I mean, really, you should have been investing in equities all along. I've been investing my whole life. I'm 53. And I have millions upon millions of dollars in equities. People will tell you that's a waste. Not over a lifetime. Take it. My 401k alone is, $4 million. I'm 53. And that's just 401k. I have mutual funds. You got to be diversified. Real estate. I don't know where you live. Land on a lake is always incredible. They don't build any more of that. Or you can get rental income, If you have a house, now it's very expensive. You can get renters. Buy another one, have them pay for it if you have the money. But I can't recommend buying crypto right now, that's for sure. Things have to turn around. As I've been saying for years, buy in the green after confirmation. Meaning, once things are confirmed, so many people wanted to buy the other week, and I bought Proppy. I said, look, I would rather see you buy it 20% higher than if you buy it now and it goes down 50%. And that's exactly what happened. I'm not big into investing in small caps as is. Top 20 max, and even there is a lot of shit. Exactly. There's a ton of crap out there. And, eventually the stock market is going to burst a little. I don't know if it's going to be under Trump, but, it's at record highs. I don't believe it's in a bubble. It's in a bull run, definitely. People are saying AI is going to burst. Well, I would say yes if NVIDIA wasn't having record earnings. Usually bubbles are built on something that has no foundation. Well, NVIDIA does. What will burst that bubble is like bullshit from China and other countries saying we can do that for a fraction of the price, which they did, months ago, and that killed crypto AI. But do you notice how so many YouTubers have changed their tone and tune, and they sound so much more like the truthful teller of vegan crypto here? I love talking about myself in third person, but it's true. They're all starting to talk bearish and just being like, oh, I would do this, I would do that. And their tone is changing. Yet you have idiots like on Banter, like this Sheldon who says the same thing. You can see it in his eyes. He's fucking crying. And all the comments under him are, this guy's a scammer. This guy's been a joke. I've listened to him. He's lost me a ton of money. If they were just listening to my channel all along. And I stopped going live just because there weren't enough people on it. Otherwise, I would have gone live more. But I'm not here to, I love talking to my brothers and sisters, but, it can't be 5 people. If they just listened to me, they would have saved themselves a lot of heartache listening to scammers. Whoops. What do we got here? Skate, guitar, and gardening. I like that name. The alts have already broke down. Injective is at all-time low. Dot is all-time low. Link is going to 13. Yeah, Link could go to $4 if we keep going. Easily. Utility does not equal price appreciation. It's not good. And Injective, I have so much of it. It's not even funny. It's over for it. Okay, I'm not going to read what you just said is the hottest coin right now. I'm not going to read that. To 2,500 could easily be it. If Bitcoin gets destroyed, which I don't know if it's going to happen, but if we get into the 90s, ETFs will sell off. ETH could get to $1,000. I'm not saying it's going there right now, but in a bear market, it will go to $1,000, and Bitcoin will go to 30 or 40K. You'll be able to buy it there, guaranteed. Mark this video. I've been saying that for years, and look, I'm not saying that's going to happen now. It's going to happen though. It's going to happen because all the ETFs will sell off. You'll see. They're in it for profit, not long term. They're not Michael Saylor. Michael Saylor's a fucking idiot. He's richer than me and smarter than me, but he's an idiot. He has no family. It's not his money. He's a fool, in my view. 1.2 billion market cap. Okay. Welcome, solid broadcast. So what questions? Any questions you guys have? I would, like I said, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. I'm about 96 away from doing a giveaway. If I get to 1,000 subscribers, I don't get paid for it. It's you can look at Elevar Wellness. You tell me what you want on there. I'll go to the owner. You'll be working with the owner there, Young Jen. You will hook you up because you're going to need CBD or D8, D9, some type of THC, kratom. He doesn't do kratom, but after this, after you look at your portfolio, it's decimated. I'm telling you, if we get into the 90s, it will get decimated. You will see a 40% retracement in your portfolio. Now, December will be sell-off. Oh, absolutely. I'm not one, if you listen to my videos, I don't believe in that. You know, you have fucking George from Crypto Zero saying Pump-vember now. You're saying October, I'm fucking October 30th. He believes in Santa rallies. We didn't have a Santa rally last year. I mean, and that scumbag pushing Clash. He's just, you know, takes advantage of his subscribers. That is why I started the channel. Now, what you should be investing in, look, these are new homes. You should be buying those and renting them out because rents are going to go up. You know, this year is a colossal fuck. And my point is, with crypto right now, and this is a guy who's heavily invested in, it's been in it since the beginning. And so you know a little of my history. I've been a professional investor for over 30 years, since I was 19. Worked at the Chicago Board of Trade on the floor, treasury bonds, 30-year. Big stock trader. Lost $6 million by the time I was like 28. Got it all back. So if an administration that is being so proactive and everything else is doing incredible, yet crypto isn't, that just shows you that it's lost its glory, it's lost its interest with people. There's no interest in it except us crypto people in it. People think that these, go back to what I was talking about 20 minutes ago, that these ETFs for Solana, XRP, Dogecoin, fucking Shiba, all these other ones are going to do a thing for crypto. It's not going to do one thing. Who's going to be buying a Shiba ETF? Who's going to be buying a Fartcoin ETF? I need NVIDIA to break down. I have some puts for Fab. Well, I used to make big money when I was young. I traded puts and calls on. I bought Apple stock in 1997 at $8, I think it was. And I did calls on it. And Apple was shit at the time. And then all of a sudden, it actually came out that Microsoft was going to partner with them on a few things. Bill Gates, believe it or not. That's how competition worked. And boom, exploded. An explosion then was to $14. And I remember being on the floor at the Board of Trade when the dot-com bubble burst. The dot-com stocks used to be like crypto is today. I used to try to buy shit when it would be IPO'd, initial public offering. Priceline.com, you probably never heard of it. William Shatner was like the spokesman. Supposed to come out. First price was supposed to be $6. I tried to get it in. The first price trading was $60. Things were just killing it. And then what happened was, you probably don't know what Microsoft Internet Explorer is, but it was a browser. It was the main browser. But before that was something called Netscape. That was a competitor. Dot-com bubble burst when Netscape sued them for monopoly. Boom, the dot-com burst. That's how irrational markets are. Anyways, I know what I'm talking about with investing. That's why I make this channel. Obviously, I don't make it for, editing and all that. I'm trying to help. There's a little vegan crypto for you. Bitcoin and alts now up 2%, down 9%. Yeah, if you listen to my videos, I always say 2 steps forward, 20 steps back with crypto. We haven't even had a chance to get an alt season. Not going to happen, in my view. All right, let's see some of these comments. Skate. I need a... I'm 35. I know they're... I know these. I don't know what that means, but all right. You got a long way to go. You're doing great, I'm sure. Just keep rocking. Keep your cash. I would hold tight. As I was saying about the equity market, I think We've got a ways to go in regards to the bubble. A bubble happens when there's no foundation. Let's take Beanie Babies. You guys don't know, and girls probably don't know what that is, but that became huge. They were little stupid dolls of bears, and they were going for initially nothing, a couple bucks. They were like giveaways at McDonald's or something like that. Then they became big money. They had Grateful Dead Beanie Bears. They had this Beanie Bear. They were going for $1,000 a piece. I know people who bought truckloads of them. Guess what? There's no foundation. It's just a collectible. The bubble burst. He lost his ass. Like 50 grand, which was a lot of money back in the 90s. I think the S&P and NASDAQ is about to crash 10%. Yeah, that could happen. Everyone's calling for that, and that's typical, they say. Well, that would be pretty bad, because if that crashes 10%, crypto will crash 50%. People say we're decoupled. We are not decoupled. You would think we're decoupled because equities are doing amazing and crypto isn't. No, what I mean by decoupled is just because equities do great, it doesn't mean crypto will go up. But it does mean if equities get killed, crypto will get killed. We're coupled on the negative aspect, on the downward turn. Sir, Tata Motor stocks fall from 1,000 to 400. Should I invest because Tata Motor have large Indian market captures in trucks, cars, military vehicle? Well, I don't know that company, but if there's good fundamentals and the market trend looks like it's evening out on that, sure, it could be a good buy. I can't tell you what to do, but I like that. Could it go to 300 though? Right? Down $600. You might be able to save yourself 100 on it. But if you see that market leveling off, it's obviously on a downward spiral. You got to look why it fell so hard. Entertainment purpose. Sir, look why it took such a beating, because that's a significant beating. And if it leveled off and it still has good fundamentals and the market is around it, is doing okay, might be a good pickup for you. But how long did it take to sell off like that? That's a pretty big sell-off in equities. Yes, you must be diversified. And what other questions? I only got 3 people on here. If you're new and you'll listen to this later, subscribe. Under 100 away for a good giveaway. Now that giveaway is going to be for people in America, because I don't want, and they got to be a subscriber. I don't want Elevar Wellness. He's not going to want to pay for overseas shipping. I don't want to do that to him. But he said he would take care of everything. And I get nothing for it. Just trying to help out my brothers and sisters. So I would be very careful. And hit the like if you're new. 4 people out here and 4 likes. How's that possible? I have 900 and I think 4 or 6 subscribers. I think 4. Yet nobody's here. And I get bitched at for not going live. Come on. Finally here. I know it was last minute. Because of the company dispute for CEO position, and Tata Motors also have airlines in India, street power plant. I like it. Okay, so the power play is going on. That could be a good thing. And if that's that seems like an awfully big sell-off for a power play like that. But I like what you're telling me. And here's me. If I would do some more homework. It sounds like you have. I'd probably be loading in if it was me. But I would keep a close eye on it. Maybe put an order underneath it or above it, like a stop limit order above it. If it's at 400, maybe at 410 or 350, on both sides. Or buy, or maybe you could DCA a little bit now. If it drops down, good. You get a little cheaper, lower your cost. If it goes up a little more, you can DCA in as well. Just don't go all in. But company disputes, if if they're not going out of business, there's no bankruptcy, they're making profits. It sounds like they are. They have a good balance sheet. It's just a power play. That may right itself very quickly. But if it starts to get ugly, that could be bad as well, right? You got to make sure that there's not, all companies are unethical at some level, but got to make sure it's on the up and up. Earlier, CEO, okay, gotcha. What else? Anything else, my brothers and sisters? I'm getting close to home. Got done with my run. Got to start my workout. I would just be careful. Can anyone tell me where Bitcoin is right now? Metal, if you come on here later, man, I'm sorry I missed you. Would have loved to seen you. And I'm happy to go live if I get more people. That's kind of why I stopped. Well, there wasn't a ton to say, but, I like being able to answer questions and not just talk to the wind. And my short videos, I wish the short videos were 6 minutes because I get cut off. But, sorry I missed my brother in Ireland and all over the world. But if there's anything I can help with, let me know. And someone was asking about Bankers Coin. Maybe they were talking about XRP. XRP is not going to get any of the deals that will matter. They're never going to be Swift. Swift is using another platform. It's not going to happen. They're just another project. The reason they're in the top 10 is because they have such a huge circulating supply and because of Brad Garlinghouse in them. But remember, they always dump on us, and I own a shitload of it. And it'll never be what people think it's going to be. It's just not going to happen. It's just another project that will be gone eventually, and they'll probably get out of crypto and have their own companies. They want to be a bank. Tata Group, market cap, 436 billion. Holy cow. Pretty sweet entertainment. What else you guys got? I'm getting close to... Where's Bitcoin right now? Can anyone tell me? Hey, man. Hey, Rich. Doing great. How are you? I know your portfolio is not doing good. It's not a great thing right now.